And welcome to Dare to Disagree, your weekly episodic podcast where we, regular Joes out in the world, making it happen, tell y'all exactly how to live your life properly and with less drama. I'll be your host today, quote unquote, Jonathan Ester.
Um,
That's
yeah,
fine.
this is the Puppet Master, and just remember, my life's better than yours.
And this is Alone in the Dark out here in Colorado.
Cold Conscious from Baltimore.
What our friend forgot to tell you is this is a combined show, so it's not just Dare to Disagree. So,
Yep.
Cold
This-
Conscious, do your normal intro.
Mhm.
Okay, my bad. Welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the weekly episode podcast of Why We Pet / Dare Disagree.
Oh
I'm
my
your
God.
host for the day, Cold Conscience.
A hostile takeover.
See,
Jesus.
that is how it is done. That is how it's done.
I
Yeah.
would like to say it's actually Dare to Disagree / Why Repent. You know,
That's what I said. Why We Pet / That's what I said. That's what I
Thank you.
said.
Someone's fighting for us. Thank you.
I'm
All
sorry. Shit.
but we have a pretty good episode for you guys. But one thing I wanted to show you, America, just so you guys could be jealous, is look at that shit. Look at that thing. God damn.
That is a pretty gun. I'm not gonna lie. Every angle of that thing that I've seen is just gorgeous.
It just doesn't stop, man.
It fires even better.
The lubrication on the ass of that thing is just so well.
What the fuck? We still talking about the gun, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
You start saying
Gun-
lubrication and shit
Guns
like that.
are bad.
Yeah, nothing I know about, buddy.
By the way, I did have the wife sleep on the couch that night, and that magazine well is tight. Not as tight anymore.
That's terrible.
But anyway,
Okay. So Raven Simone, right? Fuck that bitch. Is that it? That's the end of the topic?
hey.
Was that the
So here's my question, because Mr. Cold Conscience here had a problem with Miss Simone here, and I just don't understand it. So if you could just go ahead and lay out your issues with her, man.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Please. Please.
I did not have a problem with it. I mean,
Not you, Mr. Slow Chemical.
No, I didn't have a problem with her. I just thought the thing was funny. I don't have a problem with her. She's crazy, you know. She clearly needs like a Britney Spears moment to come back to life. But besides that, I mean, yeah, she forgot she was black. Cause she, besides that, get your money, baby. Do what you do, but just know you are black. And I know you don't like that, but you are black. It happens.
I'm gonna say, you know what's gonna happen? It's probably gonna take for, like I said, maybe Britney Spears, or kind of like how Tiger Woods was when he was like, "I'm not black, I'm Asian." That motherfucker really black now. Losing them goddamn tournaments now he want the black support. Fuck him.
But pretty much to give some feedback on what he's talking about is, I was tagged in a post by Renee, and it was I don't know who it was. I would love to give credit, but I don't feel like going through my phone and going on Facebook because I hate social networking. So somebody had wrote something to white people saying, "Hey, you guys can have Raven Simone," because Raven Simone went on like one of these interviews where she ranted and raved about black people and gay people. By the way, she's both. Just so you know. So she ranted and raved. She ranted about like black people need to do better, gay people need to do better. She was going on one of her rants, and I've come to the conclusion since That's So Raven ended, whenever that was, she's lost her mind. Similar to how the Olsen twins, after they left their cute phase back in '94, they went to looking like they were 40 in '95. It's just crazy. You know, that's what it is. That's what happens when you grow up in the industry and you're making all this money. Your stress gets to you. I have no problem with her, but baby, we're light skinned and all, and we were told when we were younger we weren't black. No, let me tell you something. We're black. Deal with it.
So, my only issue with this, and I know it don't really get said because I'm a white guy, but here's the thing. Everybody, especially the liberal side of the house, feels that everybody's entitled to their opinion until their opinion doesn't fit the opinion of everybody else on the liberal side. So, this is kind of the same thing. Just because she has her opinion that doesn't quite fit the agenda of majority of the black folks doesn't make her any less black. She just has an opinion that maybe you do have to do better. That's her opinion. She's entitled to that, and belittling her for it is a little fucked up, but that's cool.
Well, I mean,
First,
once she
hold
said
on,
that
hold on a
she's
second,
from,
no, let me cut you off, Coach. No, I'm not saying she's not black. She's saying she's not black. That's how her movement says she's not black. I'm not saying it. I'm putting it back in perspective for her, sweetheart. You get stopped by the cops, you're black. Sorry, it happens. When I get pulled over by the cops, no matter how many times I'm told I'm white, I get pulled over. They see a black guy. I didn't want to call her not black. I know she's
All
black.
right.
yeah.
All right. All
Now,
right.
here's the original quote I remember hearing, and I had to look up the latest one because I sure as fuck don't watch The View, as is most everybody doesn't anymore. But what the first time I heard about people bitching about something she said was on Oprah, and her quote, I had to pull it up, because she asked, I think Oprah asked something along the lines of, how do you feel about being gay in this industry? And she said, I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans. And I think she got pressed by Oprah, and she also said, I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Right.
Now, in all honesty, to me, that's not her saying I'm not black. It's just quit putting me in this subgroup of people. I'm an American. I'm not Irish American. I'm not European American. I'm not blah, blah, blah. I'm American. That's what I want to be labeled as. Okay?
Yeah, no.
And people threw a fucking bitch fit about her for saying that. And people were saying stuff along the lines of, you are just, treating our, the civil rights leaders of the past like shit by saying that. Because they worked hard. You wouldn't have your show if it wasn't for what they did. Well, I would like to say that the Republican Party is the one who fought to get black people out of enslavement. They are the ones who battled for it. They fucking, what's his name? God damn it. What's his name? Abraham Lincoln, Republican Party. Okay? So does that mean if any black person right now doesn't register Republican that they're not fucking tracking back their roots? That they're not understanding what those Republicans went through in the past?
Yeah.
Nah. See, no, we talked about this this before when it was subgroups, and it was in that conversation I got shut down because I was trying to make a point that it's not just white folks that put people in subgroups. It's also their own groups that put them in subgroups. But it's only acceptable when their own culture is doing it and no one else is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You have a point, and that's
right.
my point with that whole issue, which is, and my point, we talked about it before, talking about how black people are fighting for their rights. I don't think they're going about it the right way. What they should be going at is, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, it's a fucking tired excuse. Yeah, don't beat kids. It's an easy fucking thing to say. Okay? You pay your taxes. Don't rape women. These are all easy fucking things to stand behind. But what the black community should do about this is come at it from a way that people understand, like, this is my fucking constitutional rights. These are what are being violated. I'm an American who's being victimized. I'm a U.S. civilian who's being attacked by an overbearing government. You start saying shit like that, and all of a sudden, these people who were totally against you in the first are like, wait, this is the same thing I'm bitching about an overbearing government. I don't want people fucking with my guns. Like right here was a post we had on the, and I don't know who to attribute to, it's pretty good, but this is a post we had on Dare to Disagree's Facebook page where it's going along that same lines is, don't be separated, be part of this fucking thing and people will understand you. Now, of course, this is coming at it as, and white people should quit being racist, which, point, But the way, and mind you, she's not the most intelligent person ever, but the path that she's pointing at is quit being separated, be inclusive, and fight for your rights like that. Not as a segregated fucking culture, but as the same culture. I want the same rights as everybody else. I don't want black rights, I want American rights.
Agreed, but I think the way a lot of people are taking it, and by the way, I'm on your side, absolutely. I don't think she's as bad as people make her out to be, honestly. I think she is trying to say what you say she is, kind of like everybody. We can just all be together and walk the middle road, as opposed to what people are trying to point out as her kind of trying to exclude herself from the African American race and stuff like that. But like, it's for example, okay, in one of the episodes of The View, she brings up that everyone should be able to use the N word, which goes back to what you said. This is her kind of trying to go, hey guys, everybody should be able to do everything. We should all have equal rights, including the N word. But that's her, and that's kind of, I think, where the complaints coming from and people go overboard. That's her comfortably trying to marginalize a very dark past that still affects people today. And I think that's where people are coming from when they kind of say fuck Raven Simone. Again, don't agree with them, but I don't know. I just feel like she has a nasty habit. What with her success and all that, she might not be as connected to people that are still enduring this as she thinks she is.
I mean,
I think she's on the right path, but she expresses it the wrong way. She doesn't know how to communicate her thought process and the way she feels to not be ridiculed.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I don't know her history. I don't know if maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe she grew up in the ghetto and then somehow found success and still remembers her terrible time in the ghetto. But it's when she says these things on The View, when I got to look at some of the quotes and some of the ways she says these quotes, she says it matter-of-factly, like this isn't a world where people are still getting called the N-word because people intend to harm them and stuff like that.
well, yeah, of course. I mean, when she says, when people say fuck Raven Simone, gladly I will. I am pretty sure that motherfucker is tight though. But I mean, come on, she's definitely black. Like you said, she's from every single continent in Africa.
Yeah.
For the dumb people that didn't get that out there, ladies and gentlemen, she's from every single continent in Africa. I didn't know I didn't know Africa was full of continents. I had no idea. I thought Africa was the continent. That's what I thought. But apparently not. She's from every single continent, and she wants to take away the word racism and make it discriminatory. I'm discriminatory. She said I'm discriminatory against racism. Let's be honest. I feel like that she's losing her mind, but I feel like that she doesn't have enough dick in her life. That's why she's not thinking. I'm pretty sure if you put the ding-a-lang inside of her, that she might actually start to see, the
I wish I was on a
viewpoints of the
computer.
I think that's what it is. That's what it is. I know a lot of, people who never had dick in their life, because even they're gay or whatever, and that person had dick in their life. Those motherfuckers are just off the fucking deep end. I mean, goddamn, for women anyway. That motherfucker's just crazy. I'm like, god damn. What is wrong with you? You need some dick in your life. She's like, yes, absolutely right. Yeah.
Which I think that every continent fucking quote was pretty funny. But it's not, obviously she meant country. It's kind of the same as when Obama said, I've been to, 57, 58 states in the U.S. right now? It was a misspeak. It sounded funny. He sounds like an idiot for saying that. He obviously meant 47, 48, coming up to 50. But that was just a misspeak, dude. If we could get hung for being an idiot on that shit, this show is going to burn us the fucking live. Okay? So, that's mine. She meant every country, and I assume she meant South Africa, which would be that exception to that fucking continent. Yeah. But, I mean, I just don't see her as being... And here's another quote she said. What was it? If some resume, I'm paraphrasing here, comes across my desk, and her name is, what was it, Watermelona or something like that?
Watermelon, some shit like that.
That is, and I understand, especially with her going from watermelon, that was a fucking racist comment. But in all honesty, I saw this one fucking parent, it was a white couple, looked like both teenagers, okay, naming their kid Bud's Chronic.
Yes. Yes. I don't even smoke, but that's a hell of a name.
If that resume comes across my desk and I got two people, one with a regular name, one with Bud's Chronic, both look exactly the same, I'm not picking Bugs Chronic because I'm pretty sure this idiot had a fucking ridiculous childhood with parents that would name him that. Okay? And a thing that's irritating me is, and correct me on this if I'm wrong, but a lot of these ghetto black names are not historically black names. These are ignorant people making this shit up on the fly.
Yeah.
You can't track these names back more than 2-3 decades. Okay? They're not historic. It's not like they're African names and shit like that. No, it's shit people are making up, and it's usually stupid motherfuckers making up stupid names for their kids, and it hampers these kids in life. So she has a good point. Don't name your kid something stupid.
Like the teacher.
But look at everybody on this show. How many of you guys have stupid fucking names? No, nobody here, okay? That's because your parents aren't ridiculous. Your parents didn't fucking do that to you. How many neighbors did you have, Cold Conscience, that had some stupid fucking names?
Obama-Nietzsche.
Oh,
Goddamn, a lot of them. Kiana, Shakira, Shaniqua.
Yeah,
Watermelon Caritra.
in the dumbest way possible, she did. But she had a fucking point. Respect your kids, respect their future. Don't just try and be different and throw a bunch of vowels and fucking Q's and K's together. Give your kid a fucking respectable name. Because that's how, if I see Buds Chronic out there, I am going to rightly assume his parents were stupid, probably raised him like a fucking pair of idiots, and now this kid's a fucking blight on society.
Yeah, I see a lot of these names spelled. They starting to look like fucking Guns N' Roses lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I knew that's where he was going. That's terrible.
Pretty fucking bad.
I've never seen a person with a college degree give their kid some dumb fucking name. Now, there's some like Aiden and Aiden, and there's some white people doing some ridiculous shit like that, and I think they're being silly, but that's just trying to be special with a normal fucking name. You know what I mean?
But okay. You just said something that bothers me. Like, I completely again agree with everything you've said, but there's a chunk of that has always bothered me, and I'm actually glad you guys are here. I get to get your opinions on this. Isn't that fucked up though? That he said if he gets a resume with 2 identical papers, like everything is the same except the name, one name is more ridiculous than the other, based strictly on that name, you would turn that person down.
If I had a pick,
even though you have tons of proof that, now don't get me wrong, we're not talking about like if you have like a select amount and some are better, some are worse, and then you have a bunch of better and then you see Buds Chronic there. Okay, I still think it's effed up, but I understand why you might just get that. If I have a company and I want to sell a product or something, it wouldn't be great for me to have my spokesman, Buds Chronic, selling my product. It might be an issue. I get that. But in that little example,
might
will be an issue. Well, it depends on what clientele and what product I'm selling, obviously.
Let's be honest.
Wiz Khalifa shit.
The jobs that Buds Chronic is applying for aren't jobs that we got to worry about the sales rep's name. Just saying.
Exactly. Probably.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Officer Chronic.
I mean, let's say he is. Let's say you're hiring this guy to be a manager of your company. It's going to be hard for your employees to respect this guy. It's going to be hard for other businesses to deal with Buds Chronic coming to their fucking business. It's a fucking joke. Like,
yeah, Mr. Chronic.
With normal names who get that shit. I knew a guy who was literally a sex offender. Like, if you were a sex offender and he tracked you, that was his job. That dude's name was, what the fuck was it? Was it Mike Cox? I think it was Mike Cox, okay? And he got grief for it, man. It did hamper him in his job because he looks like that's the name of somebody like a joking sex offender right there. Okay? Yeah. Now that was just a bad fucking draw. Michael Cox, his parents didn't see that shit coming. They didn't do the, because when I named my kids, I took the names, wrote them down, okay? And, okay, how are they going to be fucked with these names? Okay, let's do the initials, let's do the fucking everything, and I tried to figure it out, okay? Like, for example, my daughter, because my son has a Greek name, I was going to go with a Greek name for her, and I was thinking Athena, even though that sounds too foreign to me. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't normal like my son. My son has his name is Aries. There's a lot of Arieses around there. But Athena would be pretty rare. Have you guys ever met anybody named Athena?
Yes, and she was this weird white girl.
Yeah. Believed in fucking what's that called, holistic medicine and astrology.
She was just a fucking weird individual, man.
But as I wrote that name down, because my daughter's middle name starts with an S, her initials were ass. That fucking name was gone. That was it.
God damn.
So,
I don't even want to give him the chance.
you have a parent who obviously didn't even do any type of due diligence. That looks bad, okay? And number two, I mean, if you met a guy named Bud's Chronic and you asked him about his family, do you think he's going to have an upstanding family, upstanding fucking upbringing? If you had to bet, just put your next check on it, is he going to tell you some fucked up shit about what his parents did to him?
Guaranteed. Especially if he's successful.
Yeah.
Especially. Because that means he had to fucking fight back.
Here's the issue I have with this thing. Here's what I'm tired of. Hold on a second. Here's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of us having to guess what famous people are thinking. We're all sitting here saying, well, she's on the right path. No, she's not. She's an idiot. She's not on the right path of anything. I'm tired of these people, these famous people who have an hour-long show. They talk all this stuff, and they don't know what they're talking about. Elizabeth Hasselbeck on Fox News. I know, Fox News, I shouldn't have said it. But she said, well, shouldn't Black lives be considered a gang? Shut up! I'm tired of having to assume what these people are talking about. Because they don't know what they're talking about. None of them are on the right path. You know, I was in the barbershop today, and for 30 minutes I had to hear about Bernie Sanders, and no one even knows what he looks like. They Googled him and said, oh, he's a white guy. So you don't know what the guy looks like. Are you kidding me? I'm tired of us doing this. And we all do it. That's black, white, Asian, whatever. I'm not giving these people the benefit of the doubt anymore. No, she's an idiot, and she's not on any path. I'm not following her anywhere.
And she ain't getting no dick.
Damn, son.
I can't give her no credit. I can't give none of them no credit. They have this huge platform, and they don't use it right. They look here. Do you think Raven Simone, if she was a regular person, she put her paper on my desk, I'm gonna look at her and think she's from the Baltimore block. Raven Simone isn't a high bougie name. Who do you think she is? She's nobody special, like anybody else. I'm just saying. I'm done.
No, point.
Feel something about that. That's cool.
Before we drop her, there's one other point that I'd like to go into with her, okay? And that is because she does sound at least a little aggressive towards the black community. Okay? But one thing I would like to point out is of most communities, the black community is not very welcoming to gay people.
Yeah.
How much shit do you think she's been treated by people who of her race that she needs to fucking back up, that she needs to fucking talk right about? How many of those same people do you think treated her like shit for being freaking lesbian?
But that drops into, and this is, I guess I'm making an excuse which they don't deserve. That drops back into religion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's and the black community, as we're talking, you know what we mean by the black community. For people that don't know, I'm sorry, go to Urban Dictionary. I can't help you. It's complex. But the black community, as we're talking about, is predominantly considers itself Christian, even though 9 times out of 10 they have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to religion, because not one of them has picked up a Bible. They consider themselves Baptist or Pentecostal Christians. And if you're going to consider yourself that to the extent they do, then you have to do that. And there's a minority in that community that can represent as like atheist or agnostic. So I think when you say black community, you're lumping them more into the religion thing. I mean, I'm sure you meant all black people, but I think you just mean the religious portion of it.
Well, here's my thing is, even if you listen to gangster music who are totally willing to talk about fucking raping bitches and shooting people and shit like that, they still have no problem just fucking trashing any type of homosexual relationships or anything like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, niggas just hate gays. I'm not sure to tell you.
What I was gonna say is those same gangsters. If you look at the same lyrics, you'll notice that.
I mean, I'm being honest. I mean, not black people, but niggas. I'm just saying, niggas just hate gays. I just can't help it. They can't help it. I mean,
I was trying to dodge that.
That's what she should have said. She should have been like, yeah, no, I'm not a nigga. I'm African American, but she went on a whole different path. I guess that's what she meant. I'm not a nigga. Niggas just hate gays, and niggas hate white people too, and niggas hate everybody not in that squad.
That's a little different story. Freaking hating white people, but what the fuck have gay people ever done to the black community?
Nothing, and that's true. It's nothing. That hatred is completely unwarranted and just same hatred that other religious people have about gays. It's just people that misinterpret the Bible.
Niggas don't know no better, okay? This is why. Let me explain to you what niggas be doing. Niggas just don't know any better. They really don't know why they hate gay people. Niggas really don't know. Niggas really don't know. Niggas just gonna sit on the goddamn block and look for skeezers, fots, hoes, sluts. That's what niggas gonna do. So when they see a person with some skinny jeans on, they're gonna be like, damn, that nigga gay. Just go down to you.
Well, see, this particular, I think it's because this particular group of people you're talking about, I'm not allowed to use that word. Yeah, see, this particular group of people we're talking about are probably just accepting the fact that at some point they're going to end up in prison and somebody's going to be the bitch.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. It scares them a little bit. It scares them a little bit. They're like, you know what? That could be me. Oh, fuck that.
True.
I mean, I won't recommend saying it. Just say it in your car like y'all always do. Niggas.
Hey, man. I use the A, not the ER, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, well.
You should say on Dare to Disagree when it's just me and freaking Puppet Master waiting for everybody else to show up. Like, these,
You know what's so funny about they named the goddamn hurricane that's supposed to hit Maryland Joaquin. That's a black name. That motherfucker never came. Show him to work. What type of shit is that? God damn. I was like, you know, I'm making jokes like, goddamn, Joaquin probably ain't going to hit Maryland. Sure enough, that motherfucker didn't even show up. He fucking Bahamas didn't show up for work. God
Isn't that the name they used in Coming to America?
No, Joaquin, I think his name was, I forgot the fucking name. Hakeem.
Yeah, Hakeem.
Yep.
To be honest, why I give her those points, at the end of the day, I'm not defending this girl. She has done and said dumb shit over and over. And one thing I would like to point out, okay, while she's talking about people sounding like retards with their names, saying stupid shit, this is what this bitch looked like. This is what she'd look like while talking that shit. You think anybody would hire this shit walking up to their door? If they see some respectable looking person, they're gonna go for this shit? Fuck no. She's the fucking joke she's making fun of other people. This is embarrassing, you know? This is not professional at all. And what the fuck is she to tell somebody else that they're not professional? That they wouldn't hire them. Bitch, you will never be in the space to hire somebody. You could fucking get on show and act like a fucking stereotypical black woman. That's all you could fucking do. That's your entire skill set. Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, that's just my thing, though. It had nothing to do really was needed to. It's just one of those things where I just thought that the thing was funny, the blog was funny or whatever. I've never called her self. That's not my issue. My issue is just what everybody says something. Somebody jumps on the bandwagon because they might say something that's politically correct nowadays. She has a bunch of PR people telling her what to say anyway. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know how to spell half the words she used. So there's no reason to even follow her. So my whole thing is, at the end of the day, whether she thinks she's black, Mexican, alien, super inhuman, I don't even care. She could be Ant-Man. She's an idiot, like the rest of them. They have this platform, and they just don't even. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've done more BS on our platform. We have more credibility than The View, in my opinion. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Straight up.
She was out there looking like this. God damn.
I do think it's funny though. Of all the shit,
Jesus Christ.
how bad they got their balls busted. They started talking shit about nurses.
I'm telling you.
There recently was somebody else on The View that that opened her big fucking mouth that had no idea how to talk to people. Was what's her name? Ozzy Osbourne's daughter.
Yeah,
what's her
Kelly.
face? When she was like, Donald Trump, you can't deport everybody. Who the fuck you think's gonna clean your toilets? And like,
And
now the show, they're like, whoa. She's like, I didn't mean it like that. Well, the fuck you didn't.
You know, and Ozzy needs to pull the fucking chain on these bitches, because that's the second time one of Ozzy's women have gone on there and made a fucking jackass on stuff. Did you hear the other one where like Sharon Osbourne was applauding that woman who cut off her boyfriend's dick because the guy tried to leave her?
Damn.
Poor Ozzy.
Boyfriend put it down the garbage disposal, and Sharon Osbourne was like applauding her. What? Can you imagine if the shoe was on the other foot? Yeah, my girlfriend tried to leave me, so I cut her tits off. Hey, yay! The show would be shut down the next day if that ever happened. But here's, and it's not, you know, it'd be one totally different thing if the dude raped her. Bitch shows up, cuts off his dick. Okay, that's a little funny. Okay? Man, I'm still like, no, let's not get into cutting off dicks. But if dude raped a bitch and she shows up with a fucking butcher knife, you kind of asked for it, dude. But this dude was trying to leave her, and if this woman was the type to cut off his dick, he probably had very good fucking reason to leave her. You can't tell me that's the first crazy thing she did. That was the first time she snapped. She was probably fucking up all the time, and here she is getting applauded on The View for fucking maiming this guy while he was asleep, you know? What a fucking brave bitch attacking a guy while he's sleeping, you know? Certainly needs applaud.
God damn, I really do feel bad about it. He just somewhere like, you know, the way of, you know, damn little. I'm like, what the fuck do you be talking about, bro? I don't know. He can sing in perfect English, but when he talks, it's just like, god damn.
What you're talking about, Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah. God, he just be talking. That motherfucker sounds like.
Give me a second. I was like, wait.
He sounds like Slow Chemical will laugh at this. He sounds like a fucking skinny girl having an orgasm. It's just terrible.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know what is it about skinny girls in that deep voice? Harder. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Skinny girl slam.
God.
That's for our skinny girl fans right there.
Yeah. Yes. Like, lighten that voice up. Man.
That's all I got. I don't know if you guys got anything more, but
I think that's more than enough.
Yeah.
We got the stuff for later. But anyway, so anybody got any parching shots?
I do.
Oh snap! We got one from Mr. Chemical.
Happy birthday to my ex-wife, the beautiful,
Ooh.
the lovely
Ooh.
Sada. Miss Alone in the Dark.
Ooh. All I want for my birthday.
The big booty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
that birthday face.
Then I know it was your birthday. What? What's so funny about it?
What did your husband get you?
It was a spa day. I've been at the spa for like 3 hours.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Golly, that's fantastic.
You
Your sister
look
not going this
lovely.
year?
You what?
You look lovely.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
I would say your sister not going there. She don't deserve
And
it.
there was a party in the park. We had like an open bar here too. It was pretty good.
Oh,
Open bar.
will you guys do a party at the house?
So the apartments had like an grand opening,
Ah, okay, gotcha.
and so they had an open bar and they had free food and all that stuff. Raffling. I didn't win anything though. So,
Sounds delicious.
yeah, it was good.
See now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the sister of
What the?
the lady that came on and kind of was talking really greasy like. This is her sister. Isn't it like a big shift in direction how that went?
Yeah, it is. It is a big shift in direction.
Isn't that big shit? Like, you see how she's smiling and everything? She's all happy and just nice and so down to earth. I don't know why her sister is so greasy, but tell her goddamn Popeye's chicken is not that damn greasy. And Popeye's got some greasy ass chicken.
I don't have to.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Why she left? We were just saying happy birthday, man.
I'm telling you, man, there's a reason I picked this one. I had my choice of the litter, and that's the one I picked.
Great on
Like
you.
they said, you could have gone for Mama, man. Mama's solid.
If I could have gone for Mom, I would have. But anyways, my parting shot is, Mrs. Simone, if you're watching this show, ignore all I said. I'll still fuck you. All right.
I wouldn't. You can keep it.
I mean, I
You
might.
like crazy pussy. That's
Hey, man.
every woman on that show's got crazy pussy. You know,
I'm just
the one
saying,
that might kill you the next day.
I don't even know if she's ever had a man, That thing could be as tight as a 13-year-old virgin midget, man.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, probably. That, I'm trying to tell
He's
you.
not co-sign to the last thing.
Them motherfucking Chinese handcuffs. Just goddamn, just be pulling. That's what you be doing, pulling.
Jesus. Terrible.
Just be gentle. You know.
That's the show, ladies and gentlemen.
I got a partner shot.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, here we go. What's your part?
I don't know, matter of fact, I probably say for Wide Pet because that's more of a Wide Pet topic. Nobody on the show knows about them whatever the day may bring. So, I have to keep our fans on a weekly update.
Yeah. Oh no, let them know, ladies and
On
gentlemen.
the weekly update, I asked a friend out, and now me and her friend supposed to be going out for Halloween, and she invited whatever the day may brings. But she invited whatever the day may brings, and she texted me this morning, not whatever the day may brings, but a friend, gobble gobble as we say on the show, and her friend texted me like, do you have a problem with whatever the day may brings? That question mark, question mark, question mark. Until it was our beeline to call fucking Slow Chemical, because I didn't know what to say back. You know, he was like, just play dumb. So I did play dumb, but we all know I do have a problem.
And for this and many more riveting stories, y'all need to go on over to the Why Repent YouTube page, where you get to hear the backstory, tragic ass backstory.
Yeah, it's tragic. And the way it looks like, dog, I ain't gonna get laid at all. And if I do get laid, it probably won't even be good, dog.
That'll be great. That'll be great. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to find out about whether when he thinks that he is fantastic. Oh, Christ.
Yeah, you have to put some water on that shit.
We lost Puppet Master, so Jonathan Ester, if you got any party shots?
Not I, man. Raven Simone is cool in my book. She can be as crazy as she want to be, because I don't care. I just don't. Rihanna is still out there.
In all honesty, she's no crazier than any other woman I know. She just gets more airtime.
That's all it is. No Chemical approves, ladies and gentlemen.
This has been Dare Disagree and Why Repent. We were rowdy before rowdy was cool.
Oh, woo!
Yeah, damn.
All right, you guys have a good night. We'll see you next week.
See you fuckers next time.